there's an app called InDrive, which is like a Mexican Uber, I think. So you put in your details of where you are and where you want to go, and then the price that you want to pay to get to your destination, and it sends it out to all the local taxi drivers on this app, and then they all either accept your price or renegotiate your price, and all the notifications come back to you, and then you just scroll through and pick a driver.
We have no idea what driver. Joe's just said, I'm going to pick this one because he's smiling. I was like,
so
he may be kidnapping
It's
us.
told me on the app. He takes a picture of his number plate so we know what car it is. It says his name and there's a picture of him smiling, so I hope he's friendly. And it's cost me $700 Mexican.
And we have no idea who this man is, but the official taxi drivers,
we don't know, like any of them could be a scammer, and we've heard that some people get halfway to the destination and get dropped off at the side of the road or demanded for more money. So
thousands.
We'll just have to suss this guy out when he gets here. We'll try and kill him with kindness, so he doesn't want to do anything dodgy with us.
Oh God, here goes.
Here goes.
Taxi's here. I think his name's Alan.
He's going to reverse into you.
He just drove past us, but I whistled him down. So we're going to have a brief conversation and hopefully this is going to work. Fingers crossed.
We don't know who Alan is. So hot.
Travel tip 1. Buy one of these.
I don't want to Tilly's face because she looks like a rat. Hey, that's what you just said.
The temperature in here is hotter than the sun.
It is like muggy, humid, the hottest today. All sat in the back of a taxi. Well, we're all absolutely muffed in. So Joe's just put his headphones on and started listening to his own music and left me and Tilly to it. We're literally stuck to each other in the back of a taxi. Where's the team spirit in that? He keeps saying let's be a team player, and he's just sat there with his headphones on trying to get through this. I think it's 32 degrees. It is boiling. No aircon.
We're looking for this place.
I haven't seen Mystique.
It's got blue stairs.
Can you search Mystique on your Google Map?
She's given me this direction.
Alright, show the dude.
This one?
Here. Show him the map again, Em.
Yeah. Can't get out without seeing clear to the rock.
No, no.
Una pregunta, buena.
He's lost just as much as we are, and everyone said you get lost here. And I am sweating, I'm stuck to the seat.
So the taxi driver's got out to talk to another taxi man to see if he knows the directions, I think, but he's taking Emma's phone with him. Let's see what we get back.
Okay?
Gracias.
These are the roads that we have to drive on with potholes on. We don't even know if we're going in the right direction at this point. And the roads are so bad. It's like a building site behind us.
Well, we made it to where we're at, didn't we?
Oh my God, that was really bad. We had to pay him extra because he's literally bellied out his car.
The roads here are brutal.
Look, that's not even as bad bit.
That's not bad. There was one stage where I was like, he's not going down there, you need a 4x4 to get down there, and he went for it and he bellied his car out. Honestly, I felt so bad. And I already got a cheeky price on the cab, so
We've had to pay more.
yeah, I paid him more. I think we agreed on 700 MX and I gave him 1,000 because he's just destroyed his car getting us here. He went above and beyond, to be fair. Ledge. Okay, you now join us in Tulum. We've made it here. It was an absolute mission in the taxi. Everything's a mission. Everything we do, honestly, it comes with 100 hurdles. We've landed in Tulum. The roads are so bad that you can't get a car down them. Everyone's riding around on motorbikes or quads.
So you've asked for prices, haven't you?
Ah, the food's here. Keep it going and you tell.
The food's here. So we've just had to pay £18 for a burger, a hot dog and some chicken nuggets and chips because we have no food. Bikes to hire, the scooters, the quad bikes, a ridiculous price. How much were they, Joe?
3 push knackers a day, it was 18 quid a day.
And when you talk about a push bike...
And that's with a discount, that's a 50% discount because we're hiring it for more than 2 days.
This is a bad push bike as well. This is like something you see like in a scrapyard.
The chain's never seen oil, ever, in its life. It looks like it's been dragged through sea for the last 10 years and then put out to hire.
And the scooters?
The scooters were about, was that 1,000 pesos a day, which is £40 a day per scooter. So if we wanted one each, that's £80 a day.
And the quad bikes were over 1,000.
Yeah, the quad bikes were £60 a day with a discount. So, I mean...
Everybody buys them here and everyone rents them because you cannot walk on the footpaths. These are the roads to our apartment. You can't get here by car. This is why we have to do this for half an hour. Now we are completely lost. I don't know where we are. Joe's saying that he's seen this card behind me, so he thinks it's down this way to our apartment. We're just trying to get our shopping bag. Our actual apartment is at the end of this road. Like, you just wouldn't even believe it. It just doesn't even look like anything exists down here. But I'm hoping that this is where it is and we can get back with our food.
So we're in Tulum and getting shopping here is a nightmare. Our apartment is out of the way from Main Street Tulum and it's probably a 2-mile walk to get to a decent shop. There is some little shops around where we're staying, but they're just little tiny local convenience stores, aren't they? There's no meat anywhere. You can't like go into a shop, open a fridge or a freezer and take out pork, chicken, beef. There's none of that.
No, it's all like lentils and fresh produce, spices, things like that. So actually making a staple meal, and you got to remember this is all in Spanish, like on the packaging and everything. Some of the things we don't even know what we're picking up, like that tuna that you got the other day.
Yeah,
I thought it was Dorado and it wasn't.
it was just tuna.
It was just tuna. It was like, this tastes so much better, and it was just tuna. I was like, it's just normal tuna in a different tin. Anyway, we had to go and explore a bit further in Tulum. How far was that?
It's about 2 miles from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like in the last video you just saw, the price of vehicles here are extortionate. So we're like, right, we're just going to have to man it on foot. So we went on a meat mission.
Yeah, we had to go and find meat. So we went on a mission to Tulum. Okay, we just turned in Tulum. We are trying to find some meat because all of the small shops don't have any meat. So just looking for that now. We're coming to Waldo's.
Yeah, I don't think this has got meat in it.
It doesn't. It looks like it looks like a pound shop.
Yeah.
You know, like pound structure.
Like, yeah, home bargains.
Oh, sorry. I'm nearly knocking people out with this stick. No, it's not. It's a pound shop. Okay. So we haven't found what we're looking for here. But this is Tulum. This is the main strip of Tulum. There's actually paths here. so it's all ideal. The prices here are quite steep though, especially more than Playa del Carmen, I would say. But we're just trying to figure that out because we haven't actually been down the main street yet because there's no footpaths to get in here from where we are. We're on the dirt roads of La Valletta.
Yeah,
La Valletta. So we're just on a race before it gets really hot to find some meat as well so it doesn't go off, because last week we brought meat home and the chicken was off in a day. So I want to get the meat, get it straight in the freezer, divide it up for the week. Because the reason why we're doing this as well is because the taxis charge tourists an absolute fortune. If we get in a taxi, we're going to be charged so much to just go down the road to the local supermarket to get back home, or back to our accommodation, not home. So it's worth walking really, because I'm talking like 20 quid probably for 5 minutes down the street.
I've had about 2 hours sleep and I'm absolutely covered in mosquito bites.
Yeah, that's
well.
all I've heard this morning. My mozzie bites, but he actually said that aloe vera helps.
I did, yeah. I was rooting around in the middle of the night trying to find something. I tried toothpaste and that did nothing. And then I put aloe vera on because that's all I could find, and it actually did help. So
there's a tip. If you've got mozzie bites, don't buy the mozzie stuff, buy aloe vera. Look at these. Woo! Amazing. Let's see if we can find his market. Right, I think we're aborting mission, aren't we, for this meat? I feel like we can't find meat, and it's too hot to keep the meat right now.
Meat's not here, we're just going to explore this place. Good news, we found some meat, didn't we? Bad news, it didn't look health and safety 5-star approved at all. I reckon if the local authorities went to assess that place in the UK, they'd probably shut it down. But we couldn't find any meat anywhere, so
no, that's
we
all
just
we
had to
could
go
get.
for it.
Just look at this. I have no words. Yeah.
See? The breast.
Yeah.
See?
See. Not with that, we don't want a neck. Can they take the head off of it? He's taking the lips off.
Yeah.
35.
Ah, okay.
Me das que pesa un kilo. Lo que pesa un kilo.
Okay.
This is the chicken that we bought from that weird shop. The big man was just hacking it up.
Okay, so I need to get the breast off the chicken bone because this is all just like actual chicken.
Stay tuned because we're going to see what this chef can turn this into.
Whoa.
I don't know what she's yours actually. Look at that!
Look at that!
Chef!
So what this tastes like.
Luckily, the meal was half decent because I cooked.
Better than half decent, I'd say.
Creamy
Top draw.
chicken, vegetable, casserole, bon appetit.
Next on the list was dessert.
What we're gonna eat?
Okay, there's one thing about living in Mexico that we found, and it's that chocolate is extremely hard to come by. And when you do, it doesn't taste like ours. And the other thing when you do is it is mega expensive. So, getting creative, you get these tortillas in Mexico that are cheap as chips. Remember how much these are per packet? About £1. There's actually 22 in there. And we've managed to find like a cheap Nutella type spread. So, you get it like this. Just spread a bit in there. Oh, it's like a crepe, but a Mexican crepe. Put it in like that, and then just fold her up. I know it doesn't look the best now, but wait. Tiny bit of oil. It's better with. I've tried it without, and it wasn't as crispy and nice. There we have it. Chocolate quesadillas. Absolutely lovely. Wow. I'm showing the world our chocolate quesadillas. I made Tilly one, but she won't even eat it. It says a lot, doesn't it?
Hurry up, we're going in the pool. Is it hot?
We're going in the pool. initial thoughts and feelings of Tulum. We've got conflicted opinions again with this. For me, I don't think I jump straight into a fear mode when I walk somewhere. I don't know if that's because I'm like twice the size of the average man here or something. I'm not sure, but I can walk through these paths. I probably wouldn't walk them at night because that'd just be risky.
And the pitch black, there's no street lights down these dirt roads.
Yeah, you're walking down like a dusty path in between jungle, so there's no light at all. We've heard some things about, you know, people getting robbed and stuff, and
machetes in the jungle and all of that. But I think you just got to be wise.
Yeah, so you really do have to trust your sixth sense and intuition when you look at these places. Like, do I feel safe down there? Probably not. But when we first get to a place like this, Emma's already thinking like, this doesn't look safe, and this is the day, and that's where we have a bit of a conflict, I think. Because I'm like, it's fine.
I go by my gut there, so I go by my intuition, and if I feel that something's not right or off, I go with those feelings. Sometimes, though, it's hard to understand whether it's fear coming in from what other people's opinions have been in the UK, or whether... So I've had to throw myself out there a little bit. But they're in situations where I absolutely must have to do it. In other situations, I'm like, no, I'm still trying to find my feet. Like, even now, I'm still always going with Joe everywhere. I haven't actually gone out on my own yet. I've gone out to the shop or whatever, which is literally just round the corner, but I haven't actually gone out and explored other things yet, because I'm still finding my feet. I'm still new to this travelling world, and it's completely shell-shocked me from the UK. And the fact that I don't just have like Google Maps and stuff, that's how we got lost in the video, is that I don't have Google Maps on my phone, because you're having to pay for that. So we're trying to control our data roaming as well. Whoa, look at that lizard. Sorry.
And
there's a lizard on the wall.
In these places, you don't always get a signal, even when you turn your eSIM on. There's just no signal. So
no.
Before we go out, I have to like look on a map and count like the number of blocks to a left turn, and then a number of blocks to a right turn, and
but
go
you
like
forget that in the UK. Like, you forget how easy it is. You just got your phone on you. It's got everything there. You can Google everything. Oh, talking about Google and people saying we should have planned this and we should have been more organised and researched everything within an inch of its life. Well, we did research this, and we did research the Riviera Maya from the UK, and it told us that Tulum's amazing, best place for snorkeling, you can do everything here, it's safe, blah, blah, blah. Got here, Googled the exact same questions, and it is, I'm not even going to say the words for it, but a lot of people said it's a hole, and it's not safe, and there was a lot on there, wasn't there, on Google review.
Yeah, so when you read it in the UK, you get all the 5-star ratings. When you read it from here, you seem to be getting all the 1-star ratings, which is a bit weird.
Propaganda.
We actually read through one of the reviews, and it talks about someone going into one of the local like national parks.
He keeps putting his hand in my face.
Yeah, it's so much better.
That is really rude.
They went into one of these national parks and they got charged to go in, they got charged to park, they got charged for the attraction they wanted to see, and then when they got demanded more money by the security that worked there and they said no, they actually fired a warning shot at them, which is like so bad. And then we think, well, is that propaganda? Is that real? And then you read through a few more and it's happened on numerous occasions. So, I mean, we have avoided that place.
But what you're reading in the UK isn't the whole reality of what's actually happening here. So, talking about planning, what we're going to do from now on is unplan, because you can't plan something like this until you're actually here. You won't know how it is until you experience it. And I don't live with regrets. You used to. I don't know whether you still do.
Not really.
So I don't regret it, because I'm learning, and I'm learning that actually the tourist areas aren't what we want to be going to. We don't want to be doing it like this. It's not a holiday, and moving on.
When you might have seen a few days ago that we put a short on saying that we're going to let you guys help us plan this trip and get you involved.
Yes.
That is honestly so real. We have said that's it. We're not going to plan this in advance, because a load of people are saying, you know, book this for a month, then go there for 2 months, and then stay there for 6 months.
No idea.
We aren't going to play the game like that. Or we're just going to do it what we think's right, and we'd love to get you guys involved. So help us plan this journey. We'll do it with you
here, and if I could, I would have been straight on a bus somewhere else. And we are also going to see, if you've ever watched Race Across the World, we're actually going to see if we can do no flights on a budget and try and get from Central to all the way down to South America to see all these places and see lifestyle choices. We're going to see if we can do that, aren't we?
Yeah, without flying.
Without flying, so any transport. So stay tuned for that.
So when we say we're finding it hard, we think we'll make it a little bit harder.
We do like a challenge though, don't we?
Yeah,
It
no, it's
tests
fun.
us,
It's
love
fun.
it.
That's mad.
It's eating off my swear.
Whoa, it's blue.
Yeah, I know. So I was saying to you, how amazing is that? Beautiful.
Whoa, that's insane.
The next day, Joe had to go and get his hair cut because his mullet started looking like a sheep. So we had to find a barber for Joe. But on the way, we had the best breakfast ever. We said it before and I'll say it again. In Mexico, the food is insane. Street food, restaurant food, any spicy food, tacos, anything really from Mexico is amazing.
Eating out in Mexico is honestly next level. If you come to Mexico, do not skip on eating out because every restaurant gives you something that it's to die for, the food.
Check this breakfast out.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
That's how you do a breakfast.
Look at that. With a coffee, orange juice.
I think it's about 10 quid. Yeah. Well, that's well worth it, what happens.
Rio.
So, Emma's full breakfast, my full breakfast, which was massive, a milkshake, 2 coffees, 2 orange juices, came to a grand total of 586 pesos, which is about £23. Now that's a bargain. I'm going to get my hair cut and I'm going to trust that these Mexicans are going to cut it like something. To be fair, it can't be any worse than what it is.
Let's see the back. Whoa. You're going to get it cut. We've come to quite a classy barbers, I think, here. How much was it, Joe?
12 quid,
£12.
300 pesos.
So we're just waiting for the guy now.
Boom! Looked in the mirror.
Sharp as a bullet, let's see. Whee!
Come here if you want a haircut in Tulum, for sure.
Really good.
That cost me £12 and it was like hair, beard, the full work, shave my neck, everything, and then a massage at the end. Honestly, like, Rob, I know you're probably watching this in Ripon, but that's how it's done. Somebody to say, didn't realise when I was taking that video outside the barbers how much I look like Lloyd Christmas. If you don't know who that is, quickly go on Google and have a look. Or if I can put his face on mine right now, that's Lloyd Christmas.
On the way back from the barbers, there was loads of stray dogs, and there's stray dogs everywhere, to be fair, but Tilly absolutely loves the dogs and the wildlife, and every creature we come around, there's something new every corner, but one of them is a stray dog. So we've been going to the shops and getting some kibble and food and things for the dogs, and also for the cat. She loves the cats.
I know in our last video I got attacked by a dog.
Yeah, these are friendly.
Yeah, I feel like we've sussed out the ones that you would like.
These aren't guard dogs.
Don't go down that road because that looks real sketch. Or
Yeah.
these ones are all wagging their tails and just want some food. So
So we've been feeding the animals. We've also helped a couple of children, haven't we, on the streets, and given some money and some food just to do something nice, because I believe in doing something nice and you get something back as well, and
Sure.
it's nice to give. We're just buying some sweets and a drink, Coca-Cola, for these kids outside. The guys just bought them a ball and a lilo, and honestly, it's like Christmas to them. So we're just buying them something to eat.
Chris.
For you and pizza. Oh,
There we go. Look at this. We've got a right feast going on.
Hey.
Gracias. Where's this little dude?
Thank you.
What did you do?
They didn't have much money, so when we came out of the shop, they were asking for food and drinks. So we bought them food and drinks, but they've got a right little pitch going on here because people have bought them pizzas, toys, drinks, sweets, crisps. They're looking like absolute ballers over there.
Now Joe's blowing the crocodile up for these kids. Can you do it?
Just worried because these kids have had the mouths all over these blowing holes.
Yay! Done. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.
Can't help but helping these kids here.
No, and it's good for Tilly to see as well, for Tilly to actually see that these children haven't got a lot, and just giving them something, even if it is some food or like somebody gave them a lilo the other day and the kids were so happy.
We've been giving them sweets and crisps and money, and
so that opens Tilly's eyes as well. But when we went to that cat place and we were feeding the cats, we realised that actually it's a bike hire rental place, didn't we? And we decided, well, Joe did, you decided
I got the
to
number.
message.
I got the number off the wall, and I thought I'll message this guy because like we can't keep going round on foot.
Alan. Yeah,
we can't keep going round on foot. I'm so sick of marching around in the heat, sweating. So I messaged this guy and got a price for a quad, and it was better than what we'd found like around the local area. And then I still wanted
gnarly though. The place looked.
It looked sketch, but we thought, well, we've got nothing to lose really. We'll see what the price is. So I got a really good deal on a little scooter. So we're in Tulum.
Yes.
And we need transport.
Yeah.
And we've been looking all over Tulum for the best place to rent ATVs, scooters. And we walked from our apartment up into town and we passed Pepe's place.
Yeah, my name is Pepe. Thank you very much. Thank you for rent with us.
This guy is absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
He's talked us through everything, the bike, the paperwork, the deposit, everything. He's sorted us out and we're now in business at a very good price. So thank you, Pepe.
No,
I'll just show the front of this as well. Okay, and there's also quad bikes too. Okay.
Having a bike for me was the dream because I am obsessed with anything on two wheels, and I've been wanting a motorbike for years and just I never had the opportunity to do it. So coming here and having that and also getting the freedom of it was honestly just the best. But it's been a bit of a conflicted opinion on the bike, hasn't it?
Yeah, because I said yesterday that actually this travelling experience for me is really pushed me out my comfort zone. And when people say you're going to grow when you're travelling, my God, I didn't actually realise how much I am pushing myself, because when you're here, you have to do things. So getting on the back of a motorbike or even a ped, even a croggy on the back of a bike, I was so scared of, because I've worked in the NHS and I've seen people falling off bikes, and I was always so scared of what the outcome would be if you get on a bike. I never thought of, oh, well, you might have to do that, or it's actually quite fun. Like when you're on the back of the bike and you're nearly losing like everything off the back of the bike, it's quite fun. But yeah, that's completely pushed me out of my comfort zone. And it was such a small thing. We were sat down together yesterday and I was like, I was expecting like big things, like I'm going to change in my person with this, or I'm going to change with this, my health, my hair, da, da, da. But actually, just getting on the back of a motorbike for me is huge. But we had no option. We had to go for it. And that's what I mean by traveling like this pushes you, because in the UK I had the option to say absolutely not. I'm just going to get in the car.
We talked about me getting a motorbike loads while we were in the UK, and Emma was like honestly dead set against it, like do not get one, bad things are going to happen. There is no way in a million years that she would let me get a bike and then put Tilly on the back. And that's what we've done here, because you haven't got a choice. If you want to be able to go to the shops and you want to be able to go out, you've got to get on with it. And we've got on with it. Nothing bad's happened. I think that's definitely changed a lot of mindsets already. And you probably think it's a small thing, but to us as a family, like it's a big thing. You'll see, honestly, I truly believe, for me, it's a bit different. And this is why we have a conflict of beliefs and opinions, because I feel like I've been pushed out of my comfort zone so much in my life that when I come and do this, I just think, well, this is easier than what I have been doing.
Because I haven't come from like an entitled background or anything. Like I came from like social housing, everything. I had to get on when my mum was working, all sorts of things. But I feel like I was resilient, but there's different small things that you just not like. I didn't realise that the resilience in the
UK compared to the resilience here are two completely different ball games. Yeah. So in the UK, Emma was such a good organizer. Everything was routined and scheduled, and it happened almost in the perfect way. So like we've pushed ourselves out of our comfort zone in the UK, and we have not travelled, but we've lived in other countries for short stints, and we've always got on with it. But there's sort of been like an organisation over the top of us, and then we could plan our lives individually. Whereas we have sacrificed everything and succumbed to the universe to just allow whatever happens to happen.
Yeah,
that's the difference here.
Yeah, it is, and we've had to like surrender. Like Joe said, we've had to surrender, and the hardest lesson here learn is that we've had to surrender to whatever we call it. Some people call it the universe, whatever. But you've had to surrender and let go of that control from the UK.
Yeah.
And that is hard to do. All that conditioning, all that behaviour since you were young, to be a certain way, to be successful, to have a good job, to do all of these things and be in control of everything and have everything planned out. Letting go of that, whoa. Like, letting go of that is insane for someone from the UK. It's just madness to me, and it's letting go of the control. So you're actually undoing what's been done.
We're rewiring your thought process and how you do things completely.
Your mindset, it's putting fear to the background.
For anyone thinking of doing what we've done, honestly, it's not easy, and we do like have tension and arguments, and we have like highs, lows, goods, bads. Yeah, we want to give you the real. Yeah, it would happen at home, and I feel real good about doing this. I don't know if you do as well. Like, I feel like this is right. I am where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Having a mode of transport has changed our life. So we've come out and we've found someone cooking barbecue chicken. My sunglasses on my nose.
I really want some ribs.
And I've asked her how much it costs in Spanish. I've asked her what it comes with in Spanish. I'm learning.
Ooh.
So I think it's going to cost us 400 pesos, which is about, what is that till? 16 quid.
I know there's chicken wings, but she's pulling out chicken wings.
Yeah, we'll see what we get.
I don't know what she's going to give us.
No, I don't either.
We didn't ask for something specifically. We just said polo.
I just pointed at the chicken.
Oh my God, this is not going to end up.
Let's see what we get. Hola. Hola. That was a win. We got loads of fried chicken, rice, spaghetti, which is weird, more chicken, bags of salsa.
Should we cut it open at the bottom?
16 quid that came to, and it tastes unreal. Okay. Now we've got a vehicle, we can go and check out some of the local attractions. And today's mission is to get to a cenote called Cenote Calavera. Now, We've got one moped between 3 people, so I'm doing shuttles, and I absolutely love it. So I'm happy doing shuttles all day long. But we've got to get me, Emma, and Tilly up to this cenote. So I'll do a trip there with Emma, come back, get Tilly up to the cenote, and then the same again when we come back. But it's so good to have a bit of freedom and something that we can get our shopping on also. Best. I don't know what goes on here. This edge. Such a fun cenote. Honestly, it was 250 pesos each to get in, which is about £10 each, and well worth that price because
It was quite quiet, wasn't it? It wasn't
yeah,
that
it was
busy.
quiet and like just walking up to a big hole in the ground. The water's so clear. It's got fish in there. It's just amazing. And once again, Emma's grown as a person because in the UK she would not have jumped off that cliff into that pool. There was just no way that you would have done that.
Well, I started jumping off jetties at the Lake District and I felt really good. But this was actually, it might not show it in the video of how big it was.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rubbish perception from the camera, but it was pretty high. I'd say a couple of metres at least.
It was definitely a big jump, and like Joe said, I wouldn't have done that. But I really wanted to get into the cenote to see what it was like, and I was like, I want to know about the history, I want to know what it's like down there, I want to know how it looks, and I had no option but to either go down a really steep ladder, which was higher anyway, and you're looking down, or just jump off. So that's what we're saying, like, even that, I was completely pushing myself out of my comfort zone until she walked down the ladders. Like, I thought that was even steeper. And she's scared of heights like me.
They were made of wood and they were slippy, so I was proud of it. And then when you get in there, those fish that were in there bite.
Oh, yeah, they're biting her.
Yeah. I think,
nice.
you know when you go to the fish spa things and you put your feet in, I've never done that, but I think they were the similar type of fish. And the little ones like came and pecked at your skin, but the bigger ones, honestly, one bit me on my back and it felt like an electric shock.
And when I went in there, I went into the real dark bit as well. And I swear, in a glimmer of light, I saw a black long thing. Tilly swam down there with me, but it's a complete cave, so it's dark, It's scary, you're underground.
There's bats flying above your head in there.
Yeah. And I didn't want to tell Tilly because I thought she's not going to swim back to the other side. I think it was an eel, but now she knows that it might be an eel.
Yeah, no, the cenote was amazing, but this is what we talk about when we feel like you come to this coastline in Mexico, the Maya Riviera, and there is some amazing things to be seen, but you're paying for every single thing that you see.
So
if you want to go
expensive.
somewhere, you're paying to get there. If you want to go in somewhere, you're paying to go in there. And then there's extra charges on top. So when we got to the cenote, we paid our 250 pesos each, £10. We got in there, and then because I was using a GoPro in the water, a woman came down and said that I had to pay an extra 200 pesos using a GoPro, even though there was loads of people already in there taking videos and pictures with the phones in like waterproof cases. Because I had a GoPro, she wanted 200. Sorry,
It's so fast.
it really vexes me that everyone's using the camera, but because I had a GoPro, I had to pay.
I'm still trying to slow him down.
So this is another difference between me and Emma. I am too kind, and I was like, oh, fair enough, whatever, I'll just pay because it's awkward. And this woman was just stood there watching me for ages. I was like, just give her the money.
Joe really
And
felt
Emma,
inside of him.
I
And I
do.
was like, there's absolutely no way I'm paying £8 for you to take a GoPro in after we just paid 30 quid to get in. Absolutely no way. And there was people videoing anyway. So in the end, we didn't pay, did we?
No, we didn't pay. And I think like they carried on coming and like bothering us for ages trying to get the money off us. But
Yeah.
Emma was so firm, she was just, no, I'm not paying.
We did have an incident. So when we left the cenote, because it shuts at 5, Joe had to go and take Tilly back to the accommodation and then come back and get me because we're sharing the ped. So we've only got one transport because we're on a budget. We're not rich, like I've said before. We're doing this on a budget just to see what else is out there from the UK.
Just a side note, we will be putting a budget video up, so stay tuned.
Yes. I've lost my trail of thought.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yes, so there was an incident afterwards. So he had to take Tilly back to the accommodation and then come back for me. And this place was like on the side of the highway on its own kind of thing. And they shut the doors because they were all leaving to go home. They'd finished in the cenote, so all the staff had shut and they locked the door. And I was sat outside on my own in like a wet bikini. I had my clothes on and everything, but obviously they call me a gringo here, white, blonde hair, sat at the side of a highway on my own. And then I realised that the eSIM card that I had wasn't ringing through to Joe because he was taking so long. I didn't know where he was, and I was sat outside in the boiling hot heat on this road. Anyway, there was a car that stopped with loads of men in the back, workmen, and that put me to the test. I felt really vulnerable. I felt completely out of my comfort zone, and I just had to say to myself, like, just keep calm. Everything's going to be okay. Have some self-belief about the situation just to calm me down, because I thought that they were going to put me in the back of this van. Because, to be fair, all the stories that we hear that you're going to get kidnapped and stuff, they can get stilled into your head.
Yeah.
And actually, thinking about it, I think the workmen were just saying, do you want a lift?
Yeah.
But because they're all Spanish and I don't know, and I look completely scared, I was scared. Like, I've never been scared like that. And as soon as Joe got there, obviously I gave him like the full lowdown. He was in the doghouse for a little bit because I was fuming. I couldn't get hold of him. I couldn't get through on the phone. And I was like, the first thing we need is SIM cards for this country. So if we're in a situation where I'm on my own, like that again, I can get in contact. Problem being is that we're out of Mexico soon. So we haven't actually bought a SIM card. Nothing bad happened to me. They left. Obviously I didn't video that because that in the time of absolute fear and uncertainty and vulnerability, you wouldn't video a situation like that. But they're the things that do happen to us, and we said we'll tell you the reality of what's happening behind the scenes and in the scenes, and we're not going to show you all perfect because it's not all perfect. Every day something happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we learn, and that's learning. I'm learning.
We're going up. We're learning, getting braver. At some point in one of the next videos, you'll probably see Emma riding one of these bikes, and that will be amazing.
I thought you were talking about those men. The bikes, yeah. You go from men to bikes.
Riding one of the Mexican men.
Cut it off.
Such an adventure and such a growth, and what an education to give to your child.
She's done a page on it. Have a look at this.
Yeah. amazing work that she does. Yeah, crazy. It's meant to see Tilly learning with her eyes and feel and smell and, you know, like using her senses rather than sat in a classroom watching it on a board. This must be the dream. Honestly, I can't imagine being 12 years old and your parents say, right, come on, pack your bag.
She's
You're going to go and travel the world.
Yeah, and she's never spent this much time with us, has she? Because you're always at work usually.
I know.
You've never had this time, so how does it feel for you?
Oh, amazing. Like, we're obviously doing this content thing and the social media side of things because we really want to inspire other people to do it. So I'm taking that on as like sort of, I wouldn't say a job. I love doing it and I can't wait to share it with you all. So it's great that I get to put a couple of hours into that, and then I'm like, right, Tilly, right, should we go and explore on the bike? Should we go and jump in the pool?
We just want to say thank you so much for all of the support and just knowing that we're inspiring people to see something else other than graft and not living a real life, and seeing life living is worth living. Oh, amazing.
For sure, man. We can't get enough of the support, and absolutely blown away by the amount of people that want to follow this journey and, you know, taking a genuine interest and loving what we're doing. I know there's a lot of people back in the UK that are either considering leaving or are leaving, and we were in that bracket and we actually did it, and we're doing it, and we honestly, I stress it every video, we still don't know what we're doing.
No,
we're learning as we go, and
it's not easy, but we have no regrets. Like, we still don't have any regrets. This is so hard, but we'd rather be doing that than what we were doing at home, not seeing Tilly. She's in school every day, you were always working, not spending time together, always stressed and miserable. So if you want to see any more of what we're doing at the moment and how we're changing our life, and you want to be inspired to see where we get to and what we get up to, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us as well to carry on giving you good content and show you what we're doing. And is there anything you want to add?
Just the more people we get subscribing, the more energy and time we can put into this. So massive thank you to everyone that's already on board. Massive thank you to everyone that's about to press that button right now. And we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.